Okay, hey everyone, Michelle Frary here, Member of Parliament for Peterborough Kawartha, and big news coming out today. You know what? Sellout Singh did this big announcement, leaked it out. I'm gonna pull out from my coalition with the Liberals. I'm gonna stop my supply and confidence agreement. So for those of you who are not that political, I'll give you just a little bit of background. So the Liberals had a minority, and then what the NDP did, what Jagmeet Singh did, was he signed a coalition or a supply and confidence agreement, which basically means they form a majority. So they signed some backdoor deal where they support and prop up Justin Trudeau in exchange for whatever they were promised in that backdoor deal. And that has been going on, since 2021. And so it's been a nightmare for Canadians because the cost of living has continued to skyrocket. Housing doesn't even exist. It's unaffordable. Crime, chaos, all of these problems, taxes have just continued to spiral. And people, as a consequence, are spiraling. Like you just have to go outside. Like the chaos and suffering is everywhere. And so people have been so frustrated. They're like, why haven't you guys called an election? The election is set for 4 years. So the election is set for October 2025. But because Conservatives don't have the support of anyone else in the House because of this agreement, this coalition between the NDP and Liberals, they prop up Justin at every chance they can. So we put forward all these non-confidence votes, which that's how you trigger an election. You put a non-confidence vote. So anything against the budget is a non-confidence vote. If that vote falls, then the House falls, and then you call an election. But that hasn't been able to happen because Sellout Singh has been propping up Justin Trudeau. He is as equally responsible for the suffering and chaos in Canada as Justin Trudeau. They are two peas in a pod, full stop. And hypocrites, because they both talk out of both sides of their mouth saying, oh, we care about affordability, and then they make life unaffordable with their catastrophic policies. So today, after much pressure, Pierre Poilievre, who is a leader of the Conservative Party, who has been, he has not let up at all, and pressure builds diamonds. He wrote a letter a week ago. I did a video in the airport at St. John's Airport and talking about this. And he called on Jagmeet Singh to pull out of the coalition. He said, okay, put your money where your mouth is. You say you care about affordability. You say you care about workers. You say you care about Canadians. Then pull out of this ridiculous coalition and call an election. Not even a week later, Jagmeet Singh releases that he's doing a big announcement at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today being, I think it's September, I don't even know what day it is. I think it's September 4th. This video is live, so whenever you watch it. So he does this pre-made video, not even a press conference, and says, I'm running to be prime minister. I'm pulling out. The Liberals are too weak, and I'm going to do this. And he's like, the Liberals have caused suffering. Like it was insulting to watch because the chaos and the pain that has been created is directly on this guy. And yet he has the gall to say the Liberals did it. So he says he's pulling out of the coalition. Doesn't take any questions from media. Doesn't say we're calling an election. Doesn't give any indication that he's actually going to do this. It's just like a media stunt because guess what? He's tanking in the polls. Canadians have caught on to him. Canadians know that nothing he says is true. And now he's like, yeah, no, I'm pulling out. So what does that all mean? Is it a stunt? Well, right now it's exactly what it is. It's a stunt because there's nothing. He's done nothing to change how it was 2 hours ago. It's exactly this. Well, yeah, it's 3:50 now. So almost 3 hours ago. We're in the exact same situation we were then as we are now. He still has not forced an election. So it's just another stunt. And that's the reality of it. Now, when we go back to the House and we put forward a non-confidence motion, put your money where your mouth is. Jagmeet, he's saying all these horrible things. It's like, you get to decide what happens here, buddy. So put your money where your mouth is. Prove you're not a sellout. Prove us wrong. I'd love to be proven wrong. Force our, carbon tax election and put your money where your mouth is. That's what people want. So the House is set to come back within 2 weeks. September 16th is the scheduled first day of the House. So once we have that calendar, we will have more opportunity to tell you what's going to happen. But I can assure you, under the leadership of Pierre Poilievre, who's been able to move this needle, who's been able to put this pressure on to get results and movement, you will see some action in this fall session. But am I confident that Jagmeet Singh means what he says? Absolutely not. Because people show you who they are. And the actions that I've witnessed since I've been elected is these people say one thing and do the polar opposite. They are not to be trusted, and he wants his pension. He's proven that time and time again. The other thing I want to tell you about this, at the time when Jagmeet was releasing this video, the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, was doing an announcement in Newfoundland and Labrador. And one of his ministers introduced him and said, "And now I would like to introduce you to my boss." And I gasp. Any elected official who believes the leader of a party or the Prime Minister is their boss is not working for the people. I couldn't believe this MP said that. Justin Trudeau is nobody's boss. Canadians are the boss. They are the ones in charge. That is how a democracy is supposed to work. And that is why we need a carbon tax election. Anyway, it's wild, but I've gotten tons of messages today. There's a little glimmer of hope. People are very ready for this election. Pick up your phones. If you have an NDP MP, you phone them. You tell them you want this election. You say, put your money where your mouth is. Just saying you're pulling out of a coalition means nothing. # silent partner. No, not going to cut it. We want an election, and we want it now.